Is it somebody right on my call? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, guess what? I'm excited to see Offset and Quavo have made a reunion. I know, can you guys believe it? Finally up in the studio, especially after the fact that they have not been together since the passing of Takeoff. Now, it is great to see that they have overcame their differences after, although I know a few weeks ago somebody had brought up the rumors yet again and said that there was proof out there that somebody did expose that Sweetie was allegedly sleeping with like Offset. I don't know. I don't know why that got brought up again, especially because it's so old, so in the past. I don't want to say Sweetie's dated, but Sweetie, where you at? No, but for real, it seemed like after that her career went down. But anyway, I'm glad to see that after all that drama and also the drama with Takeoff being taken out, we see that they have been able to come together and not only come together, but come together and make more music together. I'm glad. It's not going to be the Migos without Takeoff, sadly, but I'm glad to see that that they have really, because I just know as a unit, as a togetherness, I know that's exactly what Takeoff would want, for them to still continue on to go on to keep on the legacy, keep on the name. So because of that, I'm just really glad to see this reunion and I'm excited. I can't wait to see them drop music. I don't know when they're going to drop music. They haven't teased anything about it. They just teased us with that picture. So I'm just here to pull some cards because that's all I got for you guys. So all I can know is what the cards are going to tell us. And I want to know, sorry, my hair is itching me. I just want to know how's the Offset and Takeoff reunion? How it is in the sense of, we know they've had it happen together. They pictured it. They wanted to give us a teaser to show us that they are better together, that they are better and they're back together. There we go. But I want to know, how did they get there? What was that? How's the energy between them? What are they thinking about for their album? You know, all those things I got to know. I want to know. So because of that, that's all going to be found out in the how. How did this come about of them coming back together? Here. Oh, okay. Queen of Pentacles. Quite interesting. I'm not sure if I should pull a block card on that Queen of Pentacles, because I'm quite curious if this was just a business, a money move out here. Because we know Offset just recently is kind of an understatement at this point, but we know Offset has released an album within the last 24 hours, because not 24 hours, within the last 12 months, because him and Cardi B were allegedly in competition for releasing their albums together. So because of that, we know that he's just released an album. I'm not sure about what Quavo had going on, but also that we also know that Offset was shot at as well. Yikes. So to just almost have the same outcome as Takeoff, so for him to come back together with Quavo, it's just chef's kiss. It's just great to see. But all that being said, I see Queen of Pentacles and all I see is money, money, money. And that's what I'm wondering, is what this is going to be about. So for that, I'm just going to have to pull a block card. We have the Page of Cups. At the foundation, we have the Four of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. This is interesting. Almost a whole lot of pentacles, honestly. I'm not even kidding you. They have every element, which is good because the Wheel of Fortune is actually a fire card. So they have fire, they have water, dominated by pentacles, and then they have earth, which, did I say air, which is swords? Yeah, and then they're dominated by earth. So because of that, they have all four elements here. However, what is standing out in their past, present, future is Pentacles. First off, in the past, the Three of Pentacles. What is Three of Pentacles always about? Signing contracts, getting together, writing together, whatever it is. But whatever it is, it's a coming together of two consenting parties working together. That's what I see here with the Three of Pentacles. And so because of that, from there we evolve to the Queen of Pentacles. So now that they have came together, now that they are co-signing together a album, they have now evolved to the Queen of Pentacles. They've evolved into, I don't want to say big bucks, but what I see here is that they have evolved into I don't even want to say a cash machine either. Why do I have all these really big analogies today? But they have evolved into a prosperous, there we go. They have evolved into a prosperous partnership and deal that this has turned out for them. They already knew it was going to turn out well in their favor anyway, but for them behind the scenes, before it has even came to us, it is already showing that it is working out in their favor, that they could be in high demand, that this is something that is wanted, that maybe there could have been a lot of business and opportunities that started opening up once they said it's Offset and Quavo. You know, every production team would have ready to hop on that, but like, oh yes, I would have had something for the Amigos, but I think this would still work for you guys. So you know, everybody's like coming to them and things like that. So it's like once they signed their name, co-signed their names together, it's like the floodgates opened up and everything was open up to them. However, because of that, we have the Page of Cups. Like I weirdly said, and not weirdly enough in that analogy, the floodgates has opened up to them. And what do you see here? I don't know why I was just talking. What do you guys see here? We see a tsunami, a cascading of water, a whole lot of bum rushing of opportunities, emotions. This could be very emotional for them because they're doing something without takeoff, and it originally started off as 3 and now it's 2 and it just doesn't feel the same. So how are they going to be able to recapture the Amigos without it being the Amigos? And do they even want to recapture the Amigos? All that going on, they're thinking about trying to work it out, feel it out, and process it out. However, here we see the Four of Swords, which symbolizes usually taking a sabbatical, but we know they're in the process of working. So what this really means is that they're taking their time. They're not trying to rush through this. They're not trying to just put something out just because they can and they know it's going to bring in the money. Queen of Pentacles, but they really want to do this because it was something heartfelt, Page of Cups, and they want to take the time, let it really marinate, figure out what feels good to them before they truly move forward. That's what the sabbatical is, feeling things out. And what I see here is the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe this is all in due time, because I can't see why this would be them taking a chance on each other, unless this really is them taking a chance on each other to see what they can. Do they still got it? Can they pull it out the hat maybe? But all that, it's like a Russian roulette, like taking a shot in the dark. It's like I said in the beginning with all that. How are they going to? What are they going to? Migos, keep the Migos, let the Migos die, revamp the Migos. It's like all those different soft, tensive emotions that they got to go through. And the Wheel of Fortune symbolizes that this coming together and them finally deciding to maybe address emotions that they really weren't addressing before. Maybe that's why they separated. And now that they have came together, they still got to talk it out and still have to play out those emotions that they probably put on the back burner for years again. So all those different things are being opened up within inside of themselves. And to do music on top of that, it's a lot, and it's like taking the chance and risk on themselves to see if they can even pull it off, if they can even still, like, if, like I say, see if they even still got it. They got it in their own respects, but when they come together, do they still got the zest? Do they still got the it factor that once used to be? And we see here moving forward, because like I said, I'm not sure when this album is supposed to come out yet. We're not quite sure. They haven't even teased what the album's about. They just gave us a picture and everybody's running with it. But we see here, it's the Six of Pentacles. Sorry, allergies. We see here with the Six of Pentacles is everything is going to work out and balance inside of its favor. It's almost like the universe, the Wheel of Fortune, is restoring a sense of balance, a sense of harmony that I see here. Not like Justice kind of card restoring balance, but restoring balance within Offset and Quavo's life. Maybe this was something that has disjointed and messed up their lives since, and it's something that they really needed to address, kind of thing. Wheel of Fortune. Almost like it was a matter of time for them to address it before it started affecting their lives, because you're always going to have to deal with something if you put it in the back burner in life. It's like, okay, yeah, you're not going to deal with it, but maybe you're going to have to deal with it years down the line when it pops back up. You're just like, why am I experiencing this? Why am I feeling this? I thought I've already done this. And all those different things start coming up, popping up. Page of Cups kind of energy. And it's awkward. It's uncomfortable for them. They used to have a beef, and now they got to come together and make music. Not saying that they're forced to come together, but they want to come together. So they got to put their differences aside and come together. So it's a bit awkward. It's still tense between them. So I just want to pull some cards just to see more what is the energy and relationship between Offset and Quavo, outside of the fact that we've seen them in the studio together. Okay, since that was two cards, we'll just leave it like that. The first card is going to symbolize Offset. Okay, interesting. The next one symbolizes Quavo. Okay, interesting. And then the next card is going to symbolize them coming together. I almost feel like I shouldn't have pulled that card. But I like it though. I can make it work. So first, Offset comes off as a baby, not literally or metaphorically. Well, I guess in a sense metaphorically, but in the sense of, like we said here with the Page of Cups, still that infancy stage, still that immaturity, still in that growth stage. So that's what I see here from Offset's energy when it comes together. He still has some stuff within inside of himself that he still needs to work on and overcome and mature on when it comes to Offset, when it comes to Quavo and the Migos and all that other stuff that was going on in their family drama, who slept with who slept with Sweetie, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And you know, the whole drama that was just piling on top of each other. And then just when it was about to rear its ugly head, Takeoff gets taken out. So then it was just like, that was the last thing that they needed to compile their drama to show and symbolize that they got a whole lot going on that they really need to work out and adjust with each other, and work out and adjust with each other. And we see here for Offset, he's still in that growing developmental stage of working it out and working out the kinks. And then Quavo, on the other hand, is Earth, kind of solid, stable, I don't want to say uncle energy, just, somebody who's more mature, who is a bit more stoic, isn't moved by anything, is wise by life. And so because of that, they always have something to say or do that is not from the heart, but from what feels right or should be the right thing to do, kind of thing. I feel like I'm describing like a wise yogi master or something like that. Like we're over here getting ready to take some like martial arts or something. But no, that's like the kind of earth energy that I'm getting. So because of that, that's the energy that Quavo was giving compared to the energy that Offset's getting. And even though you would think that's a quite weird imbalance, right? A mature versus a immature, something that's well developed versus something that's in the process of developing. However, because of that, it's a sense of, even though this card says it's a goodbye, I don't like that. In that sense, it's a goodbye of saying goodbye to the old way of how things used to be, how they once used to communicate with each other is going to have to be outgrown, and they're going to have to find something different and find something that works for them. So because of that, I want to know, is this coming together, this reunion, in honor of Takeoff? We have a child. Jeez. Think. And a fool. Wow, I don't know what's with all this youngin' energy. We got baby, page, and childs. Aye. But no, so we see child, think, and fool. Well, a child was a little bit more grown. At least a baby isn't an infant. We have grown and evolved to a child, which is exactly a page energy. So we see the page, the child, the page of cups energy. We do see that this is all in name of Takeoff, yes. However, it's a thinking. They want to do this right. They want to do this by justice. Like I said before earlier, it's not something that they want to rush. 4 of swords energy. They want to marinate, take their time with it. It's something that's unfamiliar to them. It's the Fool. The only major arcana card, outside of the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool card came out. Both of them are also symbolizing beginning cards, and how you choose to start off the cycle is up to them, Quavo and Offset. But we do see that they are taking this a bit more maturely, a bit more with respect, a bit more with some authenticity, responsibility, and things like that, like grown, like men in that sense need to do, like have some heart to heart. Put their differences aside and do it for the music, do it for the fans, do it for themselves, do it for Takeoff, don't let the legacy die, all those different things. And so because of that, they are on a new path of trying to figure out how can they do this without Takeoff necessarily, because they don't want to erase him, because he is forever with them. And so because of that, it's this new path in navigating of who are we without Takeoff. And maybe that was something that they didn't want to address for the longest, and now they're finally addressing it. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed my reading on Offset and Quavo and how their relationship is doing. How is it going behind the scenes? What was it like getting back together for them? What is the energy? It's definitely a healing. It's definitely a coming together, even though it was slightly money motivated, yes. But also it's a coming together and realizing that we have contracts. We had responsibilities, oaths that we've given to people. And let's not forget who we promised to do X, Y, and Z to. So we got to stand up to our promises and own our words as men, basically. So because of that, they're ready to, I guess, what you say, put their money where their mouth is and get back to business. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure did. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It will really mean a lot to the channel. I really appreciate it. Please and thank you, and spread those beautiful sunflower seeds all over this beautiful earth, because we definitely need it. And let's spread it for Offset and Quavo, and also in the name and honors and memories of take off as well. I wish nothing but goodness for them and what their future endeavors are going to bring, especially this new album, which I can't wait to hear more about when they're finally ready to and able to give us more information. Wow, I'm just shortening down a lot of my sentences today. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Leave your comments down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. And I will see you guys in the next one. But you know what I say before I go. Hype us up. Subscribe to us. Hey, and I'll see you sunflowers in the next one. Sunflowers.